In May 2024, Summoner's War got a new content called Challenge of Ascension. The name already tells it, it's the big brother of the Trial of Ascension, also called TOA by the community. In this video you will learn maybe something really important about the new tower, a thing many people don't know. We also check the reward list, some people think it's underwhelming for what you have to do. We will look into the rewards also. We also check the rules or what exactly happens in the new towers. The basic information is about the Challenge of Ascension. You have to complete Trial of Ascension Hard, stage 100 to enter the new COA towers. The COA has 6 different towers, one of each element, aka fire, water, wind, light and dark. They are called Elemental Tower. And there's also a 6th tower called Spires of Ascension. The rules of the Elemental Towers are simple. If you enter as example the Fire Tower, you can only use 5 units of the Fire element. The Spires of Ascension opens after you finished your first Elemental Tower stage, and stages will only be available to the total amount of element stages you already cleared. So as example, if you finished 5 stages in water, 10 in fire, while finished none of the other towers, you can enter stage 15 of the Spires of Ascension. While recording this video, the Elemental Towers are kept at stage 20, the Spire Tower is kept at stage 80. Come to us said about the towers that there will be new stages here and there, so they get updated. Now let's see some little more specific information about the towers. We already talked about the Elemental Towers, which has the restriction of the element. Another restriction is a maximum turn limit each stage. If you used more turns than the count on top right, you instantly lost the game. In the Elemental Towers, the stages 1 to 9 have no extra restriction beside the element and turns. From stage 10 on, the towers have an extra restriction which is totally different from tower to tower. As example, the Wind 10 boss stage has the bonus 22% chance to give an extra turn. So basically a value set for all units or the enemies in the tower, but also for your own units. From stage 15 on, the Element Tower have 2 limitations each stage, and from here on the tower is really tricky at some stages. From that point on, I would say the stages are way more difficult than the TOA Hell stages. Another information about the Elemental Towers is that every 10 stages is a big boss. As example, stage 10 is Liv, and stage 20 is Artharos. Those bosses will also be the same element as the tower itself, so if you are as example in stage 10 fire, your boss Liv will be fire. If the tower gets updated, I guess stage 30 will be Liv again, stage 40 Artharos, and so on. Now let's talk about the Spire of Ascension and the restrictions. Here from stage 1 to 50 are no restrictions. Stage 51 begins with restrictions. Since the content is new, I cannot tell you where the 2 restrictions will begin, but if you clear to that point you will already know, since this will take some time. Now we come to the part from the video where I say the information many people don't know. It's actually about 2 of those restrictions. Some people guessed it, some tested it in TOA Hell already, but I now did a full test with 500 AoE hits and I can tell you to 100% that the following effects do not stack. 22% chance of an extra turn and violent, and 25% chance to land a stun with despair. So as example, if you have a unit ruined on violent and you are in a stage with a 22% extra chance, you will gain no extra bonus. Same goes for despair and 25% stun chance. This means that if you ruin your unit as example on Swift and there's a 22% extra turn stage, the unit is on Swift with the normal violent effect. As example right now is stage 18 fire, where the bonuses are 22 Vio and 25 despair. You run full Swift and have busted fast units that can stun Vio without missing any bonuses. Another information that is weird but true, the Seer rune set does not work in 22% extra turn stages against the enemies, so the enemies can still proc no matter if they have seal debuff or not. Quite funny because the bonus of 22% extra turn is not doubled, but for the enemy then it's not a rune set. Now let's also talk about the rewards, but not that long since we can all check that in-game anyways, but I will give you the summary. In the background you see the rewards for stage 1 to 10. From then on they repeat, so the rewards for 11 to 20 are the same as 1 to 10. So if you cleared as example all towers with stage 10, your total rewards would be 15 mystical scrolls, 15 engraved scrolls, 30 legendary artifacts, 30 legendary runes, 1500 energy that is worth 450 crystals and refreshes, 100 dimensional hole energy that is worth 1200 crystals and refreshes, 10 reappraisal stones and 5 devil ones. If you cleared all stage 20, obviously double the amount. On the Spires of Ascension the rewards are a little bit different, but every 20 stage is the same, so as example stage 1 and 21 have the same rewards, or stage 11 and 31. Let's also check the reward list. If you would clear half of the current towers, so stage 40 clear, your rewards would be 400 crystals, 24 mystical scrolls, 12 legendary gems, 12 legendary grinds, 12 legendary conversion artifact stones, 4 reappraisal stones, 2 devil ones, 2 legendary scrolls and 2 light and dark scrolls. Obviously if you cleared 80 stages then the rewards are also times 2. Last but not least, there's rewards for your total amount of stages cleared, combining those towers as achievement. Every 25 stages you get a light dark or all attribute scroll, which is right now with a maximum quest of 175, 4 light dark scrolls and 4 all attribute scrolls. This should be everything about the towers that came in the May 2024 update in Summoner's War. If you have questions or struggle with them, watch out on YouTube, you will surely find some helpful videos in our community. Kisses!